Lucas Nation fans, tune in for the final episode of this season. Of course, we're wrapping up this season and we start a new season, but please tune in for the final episode of this season. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. Stay tuned. The weekend vlog.
And here's your host, Kennedy Lucas.
Yes. Hello, Lucas Nation fans. Welcome back to the final episode of this season, the weekend vlog with your host, Kennedy Lucas. I hope you guys are enjoying you guys' weekend. So much crap we have to talk about today. So much we got to talk about today, and just so much to talk about in so much time. So we're going to enjoy today's show. Of course, we do have a lot of good news, updates, and a lot of good things are coming for the summer. Of course, right here, I have my newest phone, the iPhone SE. Of course, I'll do kind of a update about the phone later on in today's show, but I hope you guys are enjoying you guys' weekend. Again, for those of you who's watching on YouTube or Daily Motion or the website, please comment below. Let me know how your weekend's going. I would love to get back to you on how your weekend's going. I'd like to know what people are doing for their weekends, of course. This weekend, there's a lot of good things coming up for this weekend. Of course, by the time you're seeing today's show, everything is going to be kind of past. But of course, I go to work on Saturday where I'm producing a game. Well, not produce, I'm videographing a game on Saturday, and then I'm going to the park with friends on Sunday, of course, to take some pictures. Of course, photographer, I have to take pictures. And speaking of photography and photographers, please guys, I want you guys to check out on Facebook.com. I'll have it in the link description below, but please check out K.L.P Photography. Here's the logo. Now, K.L.P Photography was launched a couple days ago, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Of course, K.L.P Photography kind of was already launched. I was already doing it, but we officially got our own kind of logo and our own branding name. So it's finally branded out for K.L.P and K.L.P Entertainment. Of course, K.L.P Photography is underneath K.L.P Entertainment. K.L.P Entertainment is the company that runs the weekend vlogs, the Lucas Chat podcast, K.L.P Photography, and help runs all four of the websites. So just another thing to add it to the K.L.P family. Of course, I'm really proud of K.L.P Photography. We finally got our branding logo, and we finally have it up for Facebook and Instagram. You guys can go, and as I'm gonna go through my phone because I can't really remember. I know the name's K.L.P Entertainment, but sometimes I tend to forget. For the Instagram account, people are asking me, what do we type in? So you type in K.L.P_photography. On Instagram, you type that in, and it'll be kind of in the little bar here. You type that in, and of course it loads up the K.L.P Photography Instagram page, run by yours truly, Kennedy Lucas. Of course, a lot more pictures are going to be added for that site, for the Instagram page. We do have a couple of good pictures here. Very, very excited to have a lot of these pictures that I've took and helped edit them out here at K.L.P Entertainment and Studio. So I'm very, very proud to be doing this. Of course, another thing that I love to do, on the Instagram page, the website, the official K.L.P Photography website, from the live website is linked onto the Instagram and Facebook page. So you click the link, it directs you right to the K.L.P Photography website, so you guys can look at more pictures that I've done. And of course, it has the contact info of our business number. K.L.P Entertainment do have a business number, so if you go to the website, you'll see it. You guys can give us a call if you want any pictures done in the Atlanta area. I just want to advertise that out for you guys. In the Atlanta area only. That's where I live. That's where K.L.P Entertainment's headquarters is, in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you want some photographies made, please make sure you're in the Atlanta area so we can process you guys' pictures. Now, as we move along, of course, I do have my iPhone SE to help me keep notes, because sometimes on the shows I tend to forget what I'm talking about. I tend to forget a whole bunch of things that goes on within months and weeks. So of course, the next thing we want to talk to you guys about is the recently updated. All of the websites has been fully updated. Now, with all the websites truly updated and launched for the updated titles, of course, we do have some new anime that comes out. Of course, why not talk about the top animes and top movies for the last episode of this season? Of course, the spring season, season 5, we're wrapping it up for today. Of course, season 6, we're going to talk about that a little bit later on today's show. Now, here, I have my website, the main website, loaded up on here, of course. And I do want to show you, I can turn around and show you the top picks for this month. Of course, I'm going to launch it on my phone so I don't have to turn around and try to read you guys, so you guys can kind of see it. Of course, you guys can go to the website www.lucas94.com/KLPE. Again, www.lucas94.wix.com/KLPE. That directs you to the main site. You guys can check out the K.L.P network. You guys can check out the top picks for the month. Now, the top picks for the month, every month or every 2 months or every month and a half, I try to update for you guys within the current things, the current video games, the current anime, the current shows, current movies that is getting launched for it's getting kind of launched for this month of half of April and mid-May. Of course, we have for number 1, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End for number 1. That game comes out May 10th. We're going to talk a little bit more about Uncharted 4 as well on today's show, but May 10th, Uncharted 4 comes out. So stoked, super excited to see the cutscene in the story mode. Of course, I am so stoked to have that on the K.L.P Video on Demand tab as well. I look forward to that. Hopefully, I don't think they're going to delay it again. As I mentioned in previous shows, they delayed it so many times. They're not gonna delay it again. Of course, Fallout 4 wins number 2, and of course, the hit game Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games shoots for number 3. Now, of course, within June or July, the Wii U version of Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games will be released out for you guys for Wii U. Right now, you guys can pick up a copy at GameStop, the Nintendo 3DS version. Of course, I would like to have the Wii U version because I have a Wii U. It's more entertainment, and it's a party game. It lets people party with my siblings or my friends or whoever wants to come play games with me. You know, I like to have that available. Now, of course, the next thing I want to show you guys is the anime tab. Now, anime, of course, is dear to me. I love it. I truly, truly love anime. Of course, every month when I choose a new number 1 anime, it gets really tough because I have to kind of decide which anime do I want it to win, which anime I want number 1, which anime I want number 2, and number 3. So it is the hardest thing for me, guys. I swear to you, all my anime fans out there, it's super hard to pick a number 1 anime, but we picked one for the mid-month of April and month of May. Of course, Your Lie in April wins number 1. So, with that being said, we all know what that means. Your Lie in April. We'll be getting a Lucas Chat podcast show for Lucas Chat podcast, but that will be released in season 2 because we do have another topic we're going to talk about on the Lucas Chat podcast final episode for that season. So when the next season comes about, then Your Lie in April will be the first podcast show we talk about. First thing we talk about is Your Lie in April in the next season of Lucas Chat podcast. Of course, number 2, Brothers Conflict wins for number 2, and of course, Mandaka Box wins number 3. Now, a little bit inside of all these animes. Your Lie in April is more of has a little bit to do with music. Of course, I do like musical anime. I think they really pop out to me. It's very exciting. I like the character development. We're gonna go a little bit more detail on the Lucas Chat podcast, but it really tells a story. It keeps you going. It keeps you interested, and kind of a plot twist. Of course, you have that one nerd kid. You know, he was a nerd. He meets a pretty girl. They tend to fall in love. So that's the stories like that. That always warms my heart. Of course, the next anime brothers conflict. Of course, there's the main girl, main character that her father is marrying a woman, and they have 13 other brothers. So she has 13 other brothers with her, part of the family because of marriage. So that is always neat to have. It's a little bit of love triangle between the characters. So I encourage you guys to go out and watch Brothers Conflict as well. Manaka Box, that show's okay. I mean, anime style is great. I love the anime style. The story plot, it's kind of a hit and miss kind of with me. Not trying to downgrade the show because we are analyzing the show now. It's a hit or miss. Some episodes like, oh, that's a hit, and then some episodes it's like, okay, that's kind of a miss. You know, like I don't get it. So those are your top picks for the month of April and May. So of course we're gonna talk about the top pick movies. I mean, come on. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm a huge Marvel fan. Of course, you're gonna have Captain America: Civil War for the top three list. Of course, Captain America: Civil War comes out May 6th. That is next. Well, by the time you see this, it'll probably be this Friday. But next Friday for time travel, it comes out May 6th, 2016. Of course, on my birthday, May 12th, I turn 20. I'm going to go see that movie with my brother. Hands down, just hands down. I'm going to go see that movie no matter what because that is a phenomenal movie. Of course, number two wins. The second slot is Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. Now, again, I probably will see that movie eventually. I'm not in a rush to go see that movie because I really want to see Captain America: Civil War more. But if I were to go out to the movies after I've seen Captain America and say, okay, let's see the Batman versus Superman movie, I'll probably go see it. I'm just not. I'm a DC fan. I'm just more of a Marvel fan, if that makes sense. Just because Marvel, they appeal more to me. Their storyline's a little bit better, in my opinion. Now, I'm probably gonna have some hate comments in the comments below, but Marvel just appeals more to me than DC. Of course, number three, The Boss, Melissa McCarthy. The Boss, she plays in that. And of course, on my Facebook, I did share B-roll of that film. They were filming and streaming live B-roll and live shots of the movie being filmed. So, of course, The Boss, Melissa McCarthy, number three. My brother went to go see that movie. He said it's kind of cute. It was like a okay, haha kind of movie. It wasn't like a phenomenal movie that she did back in the day. Now, Melissa McCartney's best movies, I think, will have to be Bridesmaids and The Heat. Those two movies were funny. Like, I enjoyed those movies. The Boss, like, okay, yeah, it's funny. It's not phenomenal, but, Melissa McCartney, she's funny chick, so, hey. Now, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we have so much to talk about, guys. Stay tuned. Lucas fans, welcome back to the weekend vlog with your host Kennedy Lucas. This is the last episode for the spring season, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the show because I'm just warming up. This is just having fun. We have a lot of good things to talk about for today's show. Again, the last episode of this spring season. Of course, we move on to our summer season. Now, one thing I wanted to mention about the websites again, of course, the blogging website is fully updated. Again, you just go to www.lucas94.wix.com/blog. It'll be in the title below. You guys can check that. You guys can read on my top newest blogs that I post about with anime. I know I did a blog about Riddle Story of Devil. Your Lie in April. I did a blog post about that. Current events, I talked about Oracle. You guys know the database company that's run by Larry Ellison. I did a blog post about Yahoo and John Paul Gerard, famous billionaire. Also, he appeared on Shark Tank. He owns a team, a football team. I can't remember what team he owned. So you guys can check that out as well as the other two websites, the Slash Media website and the Slash Live. I really want you guys to check out Slash Live website is www.lucas94.wix.com/live. Of course, with all new podcasts, of course, K.L.P. Photography is linked also onto that site. Just want to thank the executives. I want to thank everyone who works on this site and who's viewed the site and who's just really passionate about it. And I really, really hope to kind of grow the K.L.P photography brand for all of you guys. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is Uncharted. Again, Uncharted had some great news. Uncharted, again, it's coming out May 10th, 2016, a couple weeks from now. Super excited, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, super, super excited. Now, it's been rumored that back in the UK, that there has been reported that they stole about 100 unreleased Uncharted 4 A Thieves in Time. Not A Thieves in Time, I'm thinking about Sly. Thieves End. A Thieves End. It's been said that some people have stolen 100 copies from a truck, from a company truck that kind of transport the video games. And this is only in the UK. A gang and a gang member stole about 100 copies of Uncharted 4 in the UK. I read that on GameSpot.com. That's where I got it from. I was reading in up on that, and I thought, why would you steal that? Like, why would you steal a perfectly good game that they worked so hard for, and people steal it? Now, that's another thing I don't understand about people, is when you have hardworking people, especially in a video game community where they don't make a lot of, well, they make a lot of money once their product is sold, but once they're developing a product, some of those video games developers, they have two jobs, because it's like, we're not getting paid to develop. Well, they kind of are, but they're not getting paid enough to develop a game until the release date. Now, once the release date of the video game is released out, that's when the money kind of starts rolling. And I truly believe Uncharted 4 is going to make billions upon billions of dollars. Of course, that money has to go out to developers, the actors, the producers, the editors, the release companies. Some of that money has to go to GameStop for selling their product. You know, it's kind of a company based kind of thing. But the one thing I don't understand, when people have to steal a game. Now, I don't know if they caught the gang members that stole, and this was only in the this was in the UK. I don't understand why people would steal it. I really don't, because you had hardworking people working to develop a great content game like that. I've seen gameplay. I've seen story mode trailers. I've seen behind the scenes videos, and I've seen it all. In Lucas Chat Podcast, we did a podcast over the game. And that game is phenomenal. It's fantastic. Like, I've seen it. I think this is it. I think this is the game, the Uncharted game, that will really hit the spot. Now, I did enjoy Uncharted 3. Uncharted 3 was great. Uncharted 2, well, all of them were great. But Uncharted 3 was one of my favorites, alongside with the Golden Abyss, Uncharted Golden Abyss for PlayStation Vita. I just don't understand why people would steal it. Now, hopefully, they can cover up lost time that they lost. They lost a lot of, and that's, I mean, 100 video game copies of the game, the unreleased game. You're thinking $60 a pop for a disc. So you do 60 times 100. That's a lot of money. It really is. So I really hope they, number one, catch the people that stole, put them in jail for theft, and number two, hopefully they can create more copies like that, because, again, a lot of people don't know this. When you make a video game into a disc, that is super expensive. Game developers and game companies, they have to borrow money. They have to say, okay, this game's going to be great. We need money to distribute the game out to the UK and America. So it kind of bothers me a little bit when I see people stealing, especially for video game companies like that. Now, hopefully they catch the people. I really do hope they catch the people, because it just, you know, that bothers me a lot for that concept. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the Millionaire listing. Millionaire listing. Millionaire listing is the new K.L.P Entertainment original show, hit series show, that is going to be starting in development and production this summer. Now, again, guys, I cannot give you guys a release date of the show. I know. It's a little bit sad, but I cannot give you guys a release date on the show quite yet, but soon enough you guys will see the release show, of course. But the show is in production, starting in production. We just got wrapped up music production, so what that means in KLPE terms is, you know, when we want to use music, we want to make sure it's not copyrighted. We want to make sure it's not stolen. We want to make sure it's like a free database music to use for the show. So that's called music production in K.L.P Entertainment's eyes. So we have to go through that to make sure, because that's the one thing we miss with the release date of The Crew. When The Crew released out, we used music, and some of the music we didn't make sure that it was free. It was like free database free, so we had to only have that out for Dailymotion instead of YouTube because of that concept. But we're projecting Millionaire listing to be out for Dailymotion, the website, video on demand, YouTube. You know, it's going to be everywhere. So stay tuned for that as well, because you know I look forward to the Millionaire listing in production this summer. Of course, the next thing else I want to talk to you guys about is a Florida trip. Now, it's been kind of set in stone, but it has not been set in stone, if that makes sense. Now, again, once I live here, I'm packing up and I have to go back home. We're thinking about taking a Florida trip. Of course, we're thinking about going down there. Of course, the point of that is I'm going to be doing weekend vlog within the next season down in Florida for a couple of days. Of course, weekend vlog. I don't know what number we will be on for the next season. I'm thinking like 60, maybe like 70, maybe weekend vlog episode 70. I'm thinking maybe with our next season. I have to look at it again, guys. But we're doing a Florida trip, of course. I'm going to be doing weekend vlog in Florida, and of course I'm going to be doing some photography in Florida, and of course I'm going to be doing a Facebook live chat in Florida. So I really hope you guys look forward to that. Again, that is subject to change, so I don't want to give people's hopes up too much, but that is subject to change. Hopefully it won't change because I love Florida. You guys, everybody knows how much I love Florida, and to go to the beach and to have fun, take photography photos, to do weekend vlog, to do Facebook Live. You know, that's going to be awesome to do that in Florida, all that in Florida within a couple of days. So hopefully you guys look forward to that as well. I'm super, super excited. Of course, I'm going to spend time with my family because my siblings are coming with us. Of course, I'm going to spend time with them as well, but I want to do that stuff too because, again, that's what I do. You know, I don't want to, you know. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about before we go to our next commercial break is an update of the new iPhone. Now, I'm going to give you guys a brief update about my opinions about the iPhone, but when the summer comes with our summer videos in this summer, of course I'm going to be giving you guys a more professional look on the iPhone SE, but right now, my take on the iPhone SE, I love it. It's phenomenal. It's a lot of people don't like small phones. I still rock my small phone. Like I rock it. You know, it's fantastic. It's compact. It's a good iPod replacer because good Lord knows my iPod it's in my drawer somewhere. It's cracked up. It's beat up. It's busted. It's gone. It's just beat up. It's shut down, and I'm just done with it. So having a new phone, which is the iPhone SE. I love having this thing as an iPod replacer because it holds a lot more songs than my iPod could because the gigabyte is a little bit more. I like the color of it. Of course, my brother and my friend colleagues here in college, they hassled me and they asked me, Kennedy, why do you not have a case? I don't know why I don't have a case. I just ordered a case yesterday and got shipped today as I get a notification. My My case was shipped today, so hopefully I get it by May 3rd. Hopefully it comes sooner than that because I do need a case because, again, I don't want to crack this thing. I'll be super sad if I drop and crack this thing up. Again, I do have a screen protector on it. I just needed a case, so I ordered one from eBay. Real cheap, about $5, so that works out for me. I like how compact this is. Of course, I do have a lot of my apps that I have on my my iPhone 6 Plus also on the SE as well, and it holds up really well. YouTube development's great. Dailymotion development is great. Snapchat is great. Facebook, Instagram, all that is great. If you're looking for like a small, not a business phone, but like a small personal phone to take with you on the go on the job, it works out really well. Next year for GDN, it's going to be more hectic because GDN, we're releasing out more videos next semester, and of course next year is soccer season. So, of course, I'm going to need a phone for communications between work, with producing and videographing the games and the videos for GDN. Of course, when I become, I'm doing another hit series show called Grizzlies Weekly. That's what we're planning on doing for the next season, next semester. So hopefully that works out well. And I'm going to also need a phone. And again, I'm running for RA. So RAs, they're very busy. I'm going to need a personal phone. So it kind of works out it's kind of a win-win-win situation for me. And I love this thing. Of course, I'm going to give you guys a formal professional review on it in the summer. Of course, we have so much stuff come out in summer. But before we talk about summer, we're going to take a quick commercial break. But when we come back again, we're talking about more summer videos. Stay tuned. Hello, Lucas Nation fans. Welcome back to the Weekend Vlog, the last episode for the spring season with your host, Kennedy Lucas. I hope you guys have been enjoying the show. A lot of good things. We laughed and we enjoyed the stories, and I told you guys more informational stuff. Now, on with the last episode for this season for spring. Summer is upon us. Everybody's ready to get out for summer. High schoolers are ready to get out from summer, enjoy the summer vacation. Seniors from high schools are ready to graduate next month. Oh, well, this month, by the time you're seeing this, but next month they're ready to graduate, and a lot of people are ready for the summer off. Again, K.L.P Entertainment is going to take a little break off, but again, we're back to work in the summer. Yes, K.L.P Entertainment will be back in business for the summer. Of course, summer videos are coming out with new seasons of podcasts, new season of Weekend Vlog, and of course, we're going to start the summer videos off right. Again, summertime, us guys and girls, I love it when girls play video games. We're going to be starting off our summer videos and our summer season off with a video game collection reboot. Video game collection reboot has been in the family for the YouTube of K.L.P Entertainment for years. Now, of course, video game collection reboot number 5. Again, I say number 5. This is our 5th video we're going to be doing for the video game collection reboot over the semester and over the year. I've collected a little bit more video games. Some games that I didn't show you from the last update, but there has been some games that I've got from, let's say, from Freedom Games down there in California. They sent me down 2 games, actually. And, of course, someone sent me over a game over Amazon. I forgot what the name was, but that has been in the family as well. So again, my collection has grown, and that's where we're going to start doing and start production film of video game collection reboot number 5. We're going to start off the summer videos with that video. So hopefully you guys look very forward to that as well. I'm super excited for that too, because video games, I love them. I want to share my collection with you all. Now again, for all of you next gen console people out there, Kennedy Lucas don't have the next gen consoles yet, because Kennedy Lucas, we have phone bills, we have car bills, we have so much bills to come up with for college. College kids, we don't have that kind of money to just kind of spend, because we'd rather save it for big purchases, big things we have to save it for. So, to prove my point, it's going to be last gen of PlayStation 3. I still play my PlayStation 3. It's awesome. Still works. Got it when I was turning 17. Phenomenal console. I'm still going to collect games for it. I love it. The next gen of Wii U, of course, Wii U. I heard they stopped production for Wii U. Sadly, there's still some games I want to get, like Star Fox and the Mario Maker game. I do want to get those 2 games. But show you my collection of Wii U, PlayStation Vita, 3DS, and that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, that's it. So hopefully you guys look forward to that video game collection reboot. That's going to be the start of our summer, fun summer season. Of course, we're changing it up again. And the last thing we want to talk to you guys again about is the new podcast shows. Again, like I mentioned, podcasts will be starting back in their next season. Also in the summer, we're going to start with Your Lie in April, the #1 anime for May and April. So hopefully you guys look forward to the next season with me, Kennedy Lucas, and Tyrus Lester next season. Hopefully you guys enjoy the next season of the podcast as you guys do the weekend vlog. And sadly, again, my setup here, I really do love this setup, but when the summer comes, we're going to have a different setup for the next season. But we'll be kind of back with this kind of setup with season 7. I want to say season 7 is when we come back for fall. That's our fall season. Season 7, and I can't remember the podcast seasons for that, but season 7 is when we'll come back with this kind of layout. But season 6 is our summer season. Hopefully you guys enjoy the new layout. Hopefully you guys enjoy the episodes and the things we talk about within our summer. So, sadly, it's kind of sad. I'm feeling kind of emotional right now because it's like, this is the thing, this is the show, and we got to wrap it up for today's show. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the last episode for our spring season. This has been the Weekend Vlog Season 5. I want to thank all of you guys. I want to thank all the fans who viewed the Season 5 and Season 5 and Season 3 of Luke's Chat Podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those seasons. I had a blast recording and filming Season 5 and Season 4 here in college and here in this setup. I love the setup, and I know we've talked about a lot of good things within the past 2 seasons. Now we're coming to a close. We're coming up to a next thing, next generation, next season. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed Season 5 for the Weekend Vlog. As of right now, I'm Kennedy Lucas. See you next season.